Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fallout series featuring JDL and his journey through the wasteland. Uh, I am, of course, JDL, and if you didn't get a chance to watch episode 3 yet, I would suggest going back and watching that first. Um, but here we are. We're in the middle of determining whether to save Megaton or blow it up or anything like that. We just spoke to Mr. Burke and got the pulse charge, and then we asked him about possibly not being able to handle um, blowing it up, and so he referred us to Leo Stahl, who Leo Stahl is going to be giving us drugs if we can, or he can end up giving us drugs, or we'll be doing
Good to
something
see
a
you.
little different. So let's talk to him.
Well, goddamn. You're new, right? Name's Leo Stahl. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Yeah.
I understand you have quite a chem habit.
Damn it. Who told you? I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uh, it's okay, Leo. I want to help.
Help? What's to help? So I'm a junkie. Big fucking deal. It's not like I'm hurting anyone.
You're hurting your family, Leo. Jenny and Andy care about you.
I. I guess you're right. I have to tell them about my problem, don't I?
That would be a good idea.
I just don't know what to say. I've been stealing from both of them for years to get my fix. Where do I even start? Well, I'll figure something out. Look, I want to thank you for your help. I guess it took a complete stranger to show me what an ass I've been. Take this key. It's to my private stash in the water treatment plant. Just get rid of the stuff. Burn it, sell it. I don't care what happens to it.
You've made the right choice, Leo.
Thanks. It'll be hard, but I'll do my best.
Now, you saw we gained karma for that, but there was a reason why we did it. We're not going to go ahead and ask him any of that stuff. That's
Anytime.
just boring. We're going to go ahead and get his stuff here because right there, that's the reason why we did it. Look at all this stuff we can start off with. We can get 146 bottle caps and then all these drugs to start things off. Again, I'm not one that usually uses those drugs, but those drugs can be sold for caps. That's kind of the big thing. Now, we're kind of at the point here where we're supposed to choose between disarming the bomb or, tattling on the sheriff or anything like that. What we're going to do is we're going to uh, we're actually going to hold off on it for the time being, um, just because I want to do all of Megaton stuff first. What will probably happen is we'll probably end up blowing up Megaton, honestly. JDL will probably be into doing that bit of a thing. But I want to hold off on doing it yet because there's a lot of stuff that can be done in Megaton that can actually help out um, with getting our stats stuff right off the bat. So, and I know a lot of people are like, well, you should get the Megaton home and because it has so much amazing stuff in it and all that. And yeah, possibly, but I'm not as super worried about it either. So, um, but as you can see, that ended up. I'm not trying to look here for. We're still neutral. We still have neutral karma, so we're not too worried there at all. We're actually going to go ahead and first off, we're going to go over here. Um, I want to see if I can do this without causing up too much of an issue. If not, I can come back later for it. There is a former raider in this town named Jericho. Now, it would be smart for JDL to join forces with him. He's a bit evil, all that kind of thing. But I don't really the way it kind of sets it up. It doesn't. Oops, I went the wrong way. The way it kind of sets it up, it doesn't really set up the best opportunity for for JDL to associate with him. I guess I'll walk right past it. Can't get in there right now because it's you have to pick the door. Do 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 do. Let's go forward in hours here. Let's get to daytime, and we'll see if I can get into it there. Because there's something in here that we will want to grab if we can. We still can't. We'll come back to that, I guess. Maybe I want to get that though. I don't know what this is. Not type regular RAM. Yeah, we'll come back to that later on. Anyway, what I was saying about Jericho. We won't be picking him up simply because
Is he naked around anywhere?
Could give his karma to evil, but the thing I really want to do when it comes to this is I really want to get his karma. I want to have JDL's karma neutral, so that way you don't have the talon mercenaries or the regulators coming after you all the time. Maybe later on it would be different, but for now, I'm not really worried about it too much. So we're going to go ahead and actually talk to Colin Moriarty here.
Colin Moriarty. Always pleased to see a new face, but I'm afraid you've had the misfortune to catch me, well, out of me element. I'm the owner and proprietor of Moriarty's, you see. The saloon? But please, see for yourself. Come by for a drink or 12. You and I, we're going to be fast friends. Fast friends.
I'm looking for my father, middle-aged guy. Maybe you've seen him?
My God, it's you. The little baby boy all grown up. Persistent little bastard, ain't you? Then and now, it would seem. It's been a long time, kid. Oh, your daddy passed through here all right. Here and gone. Got what he came for and then left. I'm assuming you'll do the same, correct?
Look, I just want to find my dad. Do you know where he is?
You seem like a nice kid, so I'm going to be straight with you. Your dad was here, and now he's not. And yes, I know where he went. But what you're asking me for is information, and information is a commodity. Let's say 100 cops, and Daddy's location is yours. Very reasonable.
100 caps? Are you nuts? I don't have that kind of money. I don't have 100 caps.
All right, kid. Let me help you out. You know, for all time's sake. If you don't have the cops to pay for the information, then maybe you could do a little favor for me.
Sure, anything to get the information.
Eager, eh? Good. I like that. It's nice to have a doer in this shithole of a town for a change. This junky bitch named Silver borrowed quite a few caps from me. Claimed she could start funneling Jet and Psycho to me for a good price. Problem is, she scrammed with the loot and set herself up in Springvale so she can inject herself into a stupor. Get the caps she owes me and they're yours. Yours to pay me with, anyway.
Can you tell me where my father is now?
You got memory problems, kid? You ain't getting something for nothing. So pony up the 300 caps and then we'll talk.
300? What the hell? You said it was 100 caps.
I did say it was 100 caps. And as I recall, you said no. So now I'm saying it's 300 caps. What'll you say this time?
Okay, let's just take a step back. 100 caps was reasonable, wasn't it?
Well, I suppose it was. All right, because I'm such a softy, I'll honor our original agreement. Your dad came through here all right. Didn't stay long, though. Said he had some important business to attend to and headed off to the city. Something to do with Galaxy News Radio. Guess that'd be the place for you to start. Good hunting, and thanks for the caps.
Alright, we paid him the 100 caps. We're not going to go ahead and ask him all this stuff. Probably should have had that part stopped or whatever. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to go ahead and talk to this guy.
Hey, Smoothskin, do you need something? A drink, maybe? Anything? Anything at all?
Let me think about it for a moment, my good man.
Wait, you're not gonna hit me? Yell at me? Not even berate me a little bit?
I hadn't planned on it.
Well now, that's a surprise. I'm used to every asshole smooth skin in this town giving me shit just 'cause I look like a corpse. I'm glad to see that there are a few worthwhile people around here. Listen, Moriarty'd have my head if he caught me selling at a discount. But for you, I'll risk it.
And there we go. Now we gain karma for that, but it helps to have those discounts early on. Where did you come from?
A place called Underworld. It's a ghoul city down in D.C. I set off up here to find adventure and fortune. And, well, I found this place. I'm sort of stuck here. Colin says that I can't leave until I pay off my debt to him. Of course, he charges me room and board, too. If you ever get to Underworld, tell Carol that I said hi.
Um,
Come back.
Problem?
I thought that it would have popped up with the other one there, but alright.
Good to
Actually, this
see
is
you
not gonna
again.
be.
Need a drink?
I need a drink.
Sure thing.
We can go ahead and sell these to him really quick so that we can get ourselves some more caps. So I don't think, let me see a stim packs. We could always use some stim packs. Let's see, let's sell that. The men's hats we only need one of just in case. Um, yeah, that works.
See you soon, drunkie. Come back soon.
Alright. Now, despite what you just saw with Moriarty making that information, we're actually going to. I don't know if I can. Can I fast travel? Yeah, I can fast travel. We're actually going to go to Springvale anyway and go deal with Silver because one, it can sometimes be an easy way to get some. Because one, it can be an easy way to get some caps. Two, it can be an easy way to get some experience. And three, JDL's kind of a dick like that. So, let's see here. We're working on 25 bot. I'm trying to figure out. Here's some of these mailboxes. One of these mailboxes has one cherry bomb. We could sell that. Don't really need that though. Oh, well maybe, but no, because we have a melee weapon right now, not unarmed. Um, we could go ahead. Actually, let's go ahead and that's empty. Um, let's see here. What else? I don't think there's anything else in here, is there? Fridge. Yeah, we can grab that stuff. There's some caps. I think there's anything else in this one. One of the houses here has something that we won't be bothering with until the DLC, until we go to do the DLC stuff, which won't be until far later on. Cabinets. Go ahead and take these. We'll take that. We'll take that. We're going to leave the whiskey bottle. Empty whiskey bottle, that is. So, yeah, you're going to be seeing me taking a lot of stuff. Just because it's definitely a plus in the game. Here's what I was looking for. Get yourself the Feudalism Illustrated book there, which we're not going to take until after we get the comprehensive thing. Open save times. Time to open our very first save, as you can tell by the help thing coming up here. Now, it is a very easy one, so it should go ahead and top close here for this file caps, some other stuff here. And we'll get ourselves a good item. Now, for that, we'll go ahead and we get ourselves up to level 3. Now, what we're going to do here at level 3 is we're actually going to go ahead and raise, we're going to go ahead and raise this up to 25, just so that way we don't have to worry about this stuff later on. And then we're actually going to go ahead and I believe we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and raise our speech. We've kind of struggled with that already early on here. Hasn't exactly been the the greatest for us so far. Since we've only passed like one or two speech ones so far. And then for the skill we're going to grab here at level 3, we're going to go ahead and grab actually, sorry, I'm kind of going back and forth with that thing. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're going to go ahead and get the we'll go ahead and get the gun mount perk here, just because it adds that 5 points to small guns and repair, which we could always benefit from at the moment. Again, I'm not grabbing the 10% more experience points in those opportunities because it's wasteful. Granted, it's not like those small gun repair ones are any helpful either. But for me, I'd rather have to go up against a few more enemies but have higher up skills. So this we don't get to go to. There's a cellar door. If you've never figured out what this cellar door is, that's part of a DLC. So that I don't remember which DLC right offhand. But that's the reason why you can't get into there. But you can get into that way later on. So we're gonna go ahead and go to this. Get all those new colas. New colas are probably one of the most important things to have in this game for when it comes to random stuff you can get out other than weapons and ammunition, obviously. Trash can. We're not gonna bother with the cups because it's only 1 for 1, but the darts have no weight whatsoever, so we'll grab those. Let's see here. Mouth is a dry and sore. Garbage can is empty there. Garbage can. Grab this here. 1 for 1, no, but we'll take the pack of cigarettes because it's 0.5 for 10, which is a good deal starting off. And we're going to go ahead and go into Solar's house. Now, it's JDL, meaning that JDL is either going to tell her off.
Who the hell are you? Where'd you come from? Did Moriarty send you?
Yes, and he says you owe him some caps.
That bastard. He's a liar. He just wants me dead. Those caps are all mine. I earned them.
Look, just give me the caps and I'll tell him you're gone.
I'm tired of hiding out here like some kind of wasteland dog. I guess you're right. Here. This is all I have. Please leave me alone now.
Yay, we got 400 caps from her. And then guess what's going to happen?
What the hell? What the hell? No!
That was odd sounding for her, but alright. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take some of her stuff. Reason behind this being, well, it's, we're dicks like that. That's pretty much it. And, put us back in a neutral setting. Could go ahead and steal some of her stuff, but she doesn't really have a whole lot of good things. I mean, I guess we can take the food, but bobby pins we can steal though. We'll definitely need those. Oops. We'll go ahead and steal that whiskey too, actually. That just needs to be shut off right now. And hopefully that doesn't catch us at all there. I'm going to steal that turpentine as well. I don't want to make us keep an eye on that though. I don't want to make us too evil because then we'll have an issue with some stuff. So that should do it for now. So we went ahead and got caps from her, and at the same time we went ahead and killed her. So bonus all around. Now we're going to go ahead and ignore the quest thing because we're actually going to go ahead and go back to Megaton and start one of the bigger quests that you'll ever have to do other than the main story, obviously. Make sure there's no enemy hanging out around me there. Which is, of course, the bigger quest I'm talking about. Is, of course, look, the caravan's still there. The bigger quest, of course, is the Wasteland Guide. Oh, here's the different.
Ah, welcome, weary traveler. You look like a traveler in need of relaxation and the finest of chemical assistance. Well, wander no more, my good friend, for I am Doc Hoff, procurer of the finest of medical goods and chemical assistance. Now, how may I help you?
We're not going to ask about this trade caravan because there's not really a point to. They're all kind of the same things. Can you repair something for me?
For a price, sure.
I'm going to go ahead and get those 2 weapons repaired up because it's going to be helpful to have them higher standing. I'm not really worried about that though. And I'm here to die.
Tell me what you need, and maybe I've got your fix.
Alright, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell him. We're not going to sell him that. We're going to go ahead and sell him those drugs. And we're going to sell him this food, and these drugs, and that drug. We're not going to need the mentats anymore because we boosted our explosives up to 25, so we can get rid of those. Get rid of the noodles. Nuclear poles we'll hold on to for the time being. Get rid of the psychos. Keep the book there. Purified water will help out. Go ahead and get rid of the whiskey and wine there. We can get rid of those there. And we can get rid of the darts. We don't really need them. I don't believe, yeah. All he has is just the A stuff. Well, he does have this too, but actually, we're gonna go ahead and pick that up now. It's gonna cost us some cash, but it's actually a good thing. If you haven't done it, it's definitely a good thing to go ahead and pick up schematics from the from anywhere as soon as possible. One, because I don't really do too much with it. Like, I'm not gonna really to make too many nuka grenades because I'm not really a big fan of grenade things. But there's a good chance that with how crazy the wasteland is, or especially with the expansion now, that he could end up dying at some point. So you'll end up losing out on the chance to get it from him. Actually, you know what? No, we're actually not gonna pick that up from him. We're gonna head just because now that I think about it, I'm really not.
Cheers, pal. Watch yourself out there.
I'm really not gonna end up doing that. I know a lot of people like to do those unique weapons like that. In many of the playthroughs that I've done, I've never really used them at all. It's just, especially the nuclear grenade one. I mean, I know it's an awesome weapon, but I don't really use grenades all too often. Like I never really use grenades at all, unless I have nothing else better. But that's all for there. Now we're gonna go ahead to Craterside Supply, where we get to talk to Moira and get to have fun with everything that she wants us to do. So go ahead.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. Oh, I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet you. I'm Moira Brown. I run Craterside Supply, but what I really do is mostly tinkering and research. Say, I'm working on a book about the wasteland. It'd be great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you?
Sure, I've got plenty to say about life in the vault.
Great. Just tell me what it's like to live underground all your life, or to come outside for the first time, or whatever strikes your fancy.
It was cramped, dark, and the food sucked. Good ratings. I was set as an ambassador from the utopia of Vault 101. Bow before my glory. That's pretty crazy there. Actually, that's what we're gonna do. It was cramped, dark, and the food sucked. Good ratings.
That's terrible. But it'll be great for a foreword. So in that sense, it's great. I think you're gonna like it out here. And here's the armored suit, just to make sure you don't get recycled into something else's food. That'll be good for the book. In fact, want to help me with the research? I can pay you, and it'll be fun.
Pay? What sort of pay? And what sort of work?
Let's see. Dealing with radiation, testing an experimental device, and, I won't lie, it may include some reading. That sort of stuff, you know? But for all that, I can pay you with caps, meds, chems, and maybe even a few of those unique inventions, if you do a good job. Interested?
Sounds good. Tell me more.
Well, it's a dangerous place out there in the wastes, right? People could really use a compilation of good advice, like a wasteland survival guide. For that, I need an assistant to test my theories. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt because of a mistake. Nobody's ever happy when that happens. No, then they just yell a lot at me with mean words.
Okay, I guess I'll help with this survival guide.
All right then. Now I think the first chapter will have to be about surviving day-to-day dangers. Things like where it is and isn't safe to find food, the dangers of radiation, and how to avoid and even profit from dangerous landmines. Ooh, sounds like fun, doesn't it? Which do you want to do first?
You could choose any one of these three to start off. I choose the radiation one just because you don't even have to actually leave Megaton to do that one. So, what's this about radiation?
Well, that's what I need your help for, isn't it? I know lots about it from books, but I never seem to get a live example. Not for long, anyway. So I need you to get a bit of radiation poisoning, so I can study its effects. Oh, not a deadly dose, of course. I can fix you up before that.
You want me to get irradiated? How could that possibly be worth it for me?
Oh, don't worry so much about it. I'll be here waiting with a nice tall glass of rad-cleansing Brahmin milk for you when you get back. Well, mostly just a whole lot of Rad-X and Rad-Away. And maybe even a more reliable way to get rid of radiation. Assuming it works, of course.
Okay, I'll get irradiated. Just be ready to fix me up when I get back.
Oh, you're a peach. Or at least some sort of hardy fruit that grows in the savagely irradiated mockery of agriculture we have nowadays. Now, 200 rads should be enough for basic sickness. But if you can get 600 or more rads, my test will be even more accurate. Just make sure you can get back here, and I'll see to it that you're well taken care of.
Alright, now, I want to see what she has for sale.
Absolutely.
Because I want to check on... Yeah, I want to pick this up. You'll see why here in a moment, why I'm picking it up.
Good hunting.
I'm not going to ask her about anything else right now. Let's see here. Well, she gave us the armored one, 12, supposed to be 15, but it does help with small guns and energy weapons. So we'll keep hold on to it for now. Now, like I said, you don't even have to leave Megaton for this one because it is literally just a quick hop right into here. And what's even better is if you drink it, you can go even faster up.
Come forth and drink the water.
That does take a little bit, obviously.
For this ancient weapon of war is
And
our
it's,
salvation.
you know, as you get the crazy creature dude talking over there, which is he's simply something else. Now, I did say something about, you know, he did say something about Megaton being blown up and then how, but I wanted to complete Megaton stuff first. I do know that if you blow up Megaton, that Moira will still be there, actually, which is really weird. You blow up Megaton, yet she's actually still there, even though she's a cool at that point. But I think I've never actually done it, so I don't know for sure. But I'm pretty sure that if if you do blow up Megaton, that you automatically can't do the Wasteland Survival Guide thing anymore. And I don't want that to happen. I want to be able to actually do this because this is a very beneficial quest, even if it can sometimes turn out to be good, good thing, so to speak. I want to make sure that okay.
Come, drink with me.
Critical radiation. Okay. That's I wanted to make sure that I am able to complete that because you get a lot of XP for it and you can get a lot of other stuff for it as well. Now, we'll run up here really quick with my critical radiation thing. I'm trying to see if this is going to work here. Let's see. No, I don't think it's going to work. You can. I'm going to try this, but some people will try to do will try to do it to where they can still try to get a high enough endurance despite the radiation poisoning, so that they can get the special perk at the end. I actually, you know what, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm actually not going to do that. And I kind of
feeling a bit under the weather, or a bit over the Geiger counter?
I'm about as irritated as I can get without burning a hole through the floor.
I can tell you're positively glowing. Now, just hold on and try not to move. Tell me how it feels, and I'll get you fixed right up.
Too tired to be snide.
You're a lucky one, you know. At this level, most people don't make it. But then again, most people don't have my experimental tricks. And now, after taking a few notes, I'll take care of that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade concoction. I've never had the chance to test it out on someone so heavily dosed. Oh, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. Exciting, isn't it?
Now, what I was making a mention to
ramen milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts.
I was making mention to the fact that you did.
Alive. Oh, that's the good news. But there was a little side effect. A teeny tiny mutation. But it seems to be benign, at least. Here, take a few radiation chems as my little way of saying, I'm sorry I twisted your DNA like a kitten with a ball of yarn.
Well, now if we suffer from advanced radiation poisoning, crippled limbs automatically regenerate. Not that we really need that, but I'm ready to continue research on the first chapter.
I've got to see how safe it is to scavenge food from one of those huge stores out there. I need someone to research how to travel through a minefield. And that'll cover the first section of the book. Which strikes your fancy?
Getting food doesn't sound so bad. What are you looking for?
Well, food and medicine. Everyone needs them once in a while, right? So they need a good place to find them. There's an old super-duper mart not far from here. I need to know if a place like that still has any food or medicine left in it.
What's the pay?
Hopefully, you'll be finding food and medicine, but I could sweeten the deal by paying more food when you get back, regardless of the results. While you're away, I can at least search through my junk and see if there's anything that'll go with old food to make it more appetizing.
Okay, I'll check out the Super Duper Mart.
Oh, great! Food is most important, but see if you can get medicine too. And if there's nothing to find, then just come back in one piece, okay?
Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and...
What do you need?
I'm going to sell this back to her. I thought I was going to be able to use it. What I was referring to, and I kept getting distracted from it, is that some people will try to go for... if you have a high enough endurance, you can try to go for the
Good hunting. Try not to die.
You can try to go for the damage resistance perk, where it bumps up your damage resistance as long as you have a high enough intelligence to answer every single one of her questions with toughness. I'm not really too worried about that. I don't really need that damage resistance because I've got plenty I'll have plenty of enough to cover for it, so I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, this is one of our lengthier episodes, but I wanted to get that out of the way first. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go up here, and we're going to save it because as you saw, we got asked about the Super Duper Mart, and that's where we're going to be heading after this. Is we're going to be making our trek to the Super Duper Mart to find food and medicine there, and go from there. So, with all that being said, this has been episode 4 of JDL's Journey into the Wasteland, and I will see you guys all